I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know, because we're training for it 9 months.
Mike Tyson just dropped a bombshell live on TV, and it's nothing short of insane. During his interview with Steve Covino and Rich Davis on Fox Sports Radio, Tyson unleashed the kind of raw honesty that leaves you wondering, was he being brutally real, or is this just another mind game? For weeks we've been trapped in an endless loop of speculation. Was November 15 a carefully staged stunt, a shady fix, or simply an epic disaster?
You with Steve Covino and Rich Davis on Fox Sports Radio. And
neither Mike Tyson nor Jake Paul seemed interested in clearing the air, leaving fans with nothing but conspiracy theories and mounting frustration. But then Tyson finally stepped up, and the way he laid it all out was so raw, so unfiltered, it's impossible not to laugh and cringe at the same time. Whether you believe his version of the story or dismiss it entirely, one thing's for sure: Mike Tyson knows how to keep us on the edge of our seats. What was he doing after the match? A bow. It's right, he bowed. "That's the last thing I remember," Tyson said. All know Tyson's showdown with Jake Paul was an emotional roller coaster, but the aftermath was something no one expected. Despite the massive payday and the spectacle of it all, Tyson came out of it not with triumph, but with depression. "Yeah, I'm kind of depressed," Tyson admitted, openly acknowledging the emotional toll. This is coming from the man who once scared entire divisions into early retirement, a vulnerability that left fans stunned.
I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little.
Sir, did you watch it back or anything, or no?
I've never watched the fight. No, I have not.
Because when you're Mike Tyson, knocking someone out isn't the only punchline. The emotional aftermath can hit just as hard. 9 months of grinding, relentless training, all for one night under the blinding lights. And then you wake up the next morning and realize life goes on. Tyson described it as free-falling from an emotional high, a feeling so vivid, only someone like him could put it into words.
What was he doing at the ring?
Oh, yeah, a little bow at the end, he bowed.
That's the last thing I remember.
And then there's the fight itself. For a man whose career is packed with highlight reel moments etched into every boxing fan's memory, Tyson had almost nothing to say about this one. Absolutely zilch. He couldn't even recall the basic details of the match. His biggest takeaway: Jake Paul bowing at the end.
I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know, because we're training for it.
That's it. No vivid breakdowns of punches, no epic tales of strategy, just one foggy memory of a YouTuber bowing in respect. Here's the kicker. Tyson admitted he didn't even push himself physically during the fight. He barely broke a sweat. Yet somehow the next morning his entire body felt like it had been steamrolled, chest, stomach, you name it. For a guy who once defined the phrase "built different," waking up sore after a supposedly effortless bout raises more eyebrows than a poorly aimed uppercut.
About what's next?
It was the real fight.
But of course, no Tyson story is complete without a hefty dose of controversy. As soon as clips from the fight hit the internet, fans turned into armchair detectives. Some swore Tyson was holding back, pulling punches like he was sparring with a toddler. Others chalked it up to the inevitable sign of age. A 60-something Tyson simply couldn't throw the same bombs anymore.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it.
You didn't even remember it. I heard
but my body was really sore.
It was sore the next day?
Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really sore.
And then there were those who claimed the whole thing was staged, a neatly packaged drama designed to keep the Jake Paul saga alive. As for Tyson, he literally shrugged it off. The man openly admitted on live radio that he barely remembers the fight. Adrenaline, nerves, decades of hard hits to the head. Who knows? But Tyson's inability to explain it only adds more fuel to the conspiracy fire.
Clips where, like, you're holding back a right-hand punch, in my opinion as a fan, to not be exposed so that you don't get hit. Is that what was happening in that clip, or you don't even know?
What was happening? You have to show me. I was just, listen, know what I remember?
No.
Coming back from the first round, and then the next day I remember Jake is doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Oh.
Let me tell you, over 108 million people tuned in to watch Mike Tyson's latest spectacle. It's proof that this man could sell out a crowd, even if he were just standing in a grocery line.
I don't know. Listen, I wouldn't have realized any of it if it went 3-minute rounds. I didn't realize it.
Even Tyson's family got a front row seat to this tidal wave of public adoration. Imagine being one of his kids, knowing him as the guy who nags you to finish your vegetables only to watch millions of people screaming his name. Tyson admitted it was surreal for his family to witness this. For years, he kept his boxing career separate from his home life. But this fight changed that dynamic entirely.
Hey, after I woke up, I told my wife, why did I do that? I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
And what was her response? Like, what was your family's response to everything?
They were just supporting me.
This wasn't just a sporting event, it was a moment. A chance for Tyson's loved ones to truly understand the depth of his connection with the fans. For Tyson, watching his kids experience that love firsthand was nothing short of heartwarming. Or at least as heartwarming as it gets when you're talking about a man whose life has been equal parts triumph and chaos.
Yeah, I am happy my family saw that. But we don't normally go around and talk about me fighting and stuff. I say I'm a fight, and then they say, Dad's gonna fight.
The feel-good vibes lasted all of 5 seconds before the internet did what it does best, spark a firestorm of controversy. As soon as the final bell rang, rigging accusations came rolling in like clockwork. A viral clip of Tyson appearing to hold back punches spread faster than a meme, and suddenly everyone became an armchair detective. Was Tyson protecting Jake Paul? Was this some scripted WWE-style drama? Or was it just Tyson being, well, Tyson? The theories were endless, and the debate was just as heated as the fight itself. Jake Paul's promotional team wasn't having any of it. They clapped back hard, calling the accusations insulting and reminding everyone that the fight was fully sanctioned and followed professional boxing rules. They even threw in some shade, accusing critics of undermining the hard work both fighters put into the event. But here's the thing. Boxing fans are nothing if not persistent.
This is what we were talking about. That fight was such a big ascender. We were so up and high. We were so excited. The fight's over. Boom. Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back in our living situation, back to living what we know, because we're fighting.
And then, in true Tyson fashion, he added fuel to the fire during his post-fight interview. When asked about the specific moments fans claimed looked suspicious, Tyson essentially shrugged and said he had no idea what they were talking about. To make things even juicier, he doubled down on his earlier admission of not remembering much from the fight. That one comment was enough to send the internet into overdrive. Was Tyson being brutally honest? Or was this his way of dodging the tough questions? The ambiguity only made the whole situation more tantalizing, keeping fans and critics buzzing.
They have to be training.
Now, Mike,
Jake punches hard.
He does. I know. He's a big dude, man.
But Tyson didn't let these accusations hold him back. Instead, he turned the page and built an entirely new empire, starting with his cannabis brand, Tyson 2.0. And let's take a moment to appreciate the brilliance of this venture, because only Mike Tyson could take one of the most infamous moments in sports history and transform it into a best-selling edible.
At 58 to do it, finally.
I don't know. Let's fight, Jake. We talked about it for years. Let's just do it.
Yes, I'm talking about Mike Bites. Those ear-shaped gummies that pay homage to Tyson's infamous 1997 showdown with Evander Holyfield. You'd think it would just be a gimmick, right? Nope. It's a full-blown moneymaker, with sales skyrocketing faster than a Tyson uppercut. Tyson's pivot from heavyweight champion to cannabis mogul has been so smooth, it almost makes you wonder if he planned it all along.
Is that your house right there?
Yeah, I was going to say, you're living in a beautiful place.
Yes, I am.
Looks like you're living large right now.
Very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. Yes, thank God. Allahu Akbar.
But Tyson 2.0 isn't just about novelty snacks. It's an empire in the making. Tyson is keeping the buzz alive by dropping hints about what's next. Case in point, his upcoming Netflix special, a project that promises to showcase all the wild, unfiltered, and hilarious sides of Tyson we've come to love. This isn't just some half-baked documentary. It's Tyson stepping back into the entertainment spotlight, where he's already had hits like The Hangover. Fans are practically foaming at the mouth trying to guess what he'll do next. And honestly, so are we.
Up, Tyson 2.0. Last time we saw you in Vegas, you handed me a bag of your Mike Bites, the edibles. Fantastic. I loved him.
Tyson, ever the king of self-awareness, has joked about launching an edible called Sweet Cheeks after the viral sensation caused by his post-fight derriere reveal. It started as a laugh, but knowing Tyson, this could very well end up on dispensary shelves someday. Fans are eating it up, proving that Tyson's ability to embrace absurdity only makes him more endearing. When you can turn a meme into a marketing idea, you know you've reached peak cultural relevance.
Tyson 2.0. Tell us what we got to be trying, and what do you recommend for a guy that's open to this?
Hey, I recommend you try everything.
Yeah? Open your mind up?
You try everything.
Tyson, ever the king of self-awareness, has joked about launching an edible called Sweet Cheeks after the viral sensation caused by his post-fight derriere reveal. It started as a laugh, but knowing Tyson, this could very well end up on dispensary shelves someday. Fans are eating it up, figuratively for now, proving that Tyson's ability to embrace absurdity only makes him more endearing. When you can turn a meme into a marketing idea, you know you've reached peak cultural relevance.
I think it's gonna be the ass now, but
The Tyson butt cheeks.
I don't know, guys.
Yo, Mike, you should come out with an edible, Tyson's butt cheeks, right? So that people can eat it.
Oh, I like that
You
one.
like that? Tyson's cheeks.
Yeah?
Oh, sweet cheek.
Yo,
Tyson's sweet cheeks.
Let's just say Tyson didn't hold back. He believes Fury's early round sloppiness cost him the fight, and honestly, he's got a point. It wasn't a scathing critique though, more like a tough love reminder that even the best need to stay sharp if they want to stay on top.
dudes have the same fighting guts, like of the Devin Haney's, Tank Davis's, Ryan Garcia's, Teofimo's, of that.
Those guys are tough. We can't overlook those guys. Those guys are tough guys. They just fought.
With a rematch on the horizon, Tyson's comments have only added to the anticipation and maybe put a little extra pressure on Fury to get his act together. His is what makes Tyson so fascinating. He's not just a retired fighter cashing in on his name. He's a walking, talking, endlessly entertaining force of nature. Whether he's redefining his brand, breaking down the sport he loves, or turning viral moments into business opportunities, Tyson's proving that his legacy isn't just intact, it's still evolving. And honestly, who else could pull that off?